Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm gonna do an update on our analysis of AI and tech stocks. So let me start with the general market. This is Nasdaq. We are looking at the ETF triple Q that represents Nasdaq 100. And as we see today, it is a down day, minus 1.15%. However, this is on top of several gains that we had in the last few days. And it was at some point expected that we would have little drop during this process. It is possible that this is a reversal to the downside. However, at this point, I wouldn't say that this is certain. And a lot of what will need to happen is gonna come up today with this speech from the Fed chairman. And if you're not familiar with this pattern, the market likes to time its changes in conditions based on what the Fed decides every few weeks. So this seems to be a point where the market is looking for possibly a new direction, maybe down, or maybe a continuation of the current movement. So what's gonna happen today is gonna probably give us some hint of what if this is gonna break down or if you're gonna continue with this uptrend. Same thing with Spider. Here it's even clear that we reached the top of this range for the SPY, and this is therefore this is a critical moment where the market is now looking for direction, and maybe today or tomorrow you're gonna see big changes based on that new information. So if you look at Microsoft is doing down movement, almost 2% down, still within the limits of what would be reasonable for an uptrend, but it might be the beginning of a new downtrend. If you look at this line here around 425, you see that this is basic resistance level, and therefore it's not a surprise that this stock is dancing around this area, because it needs to clear this resistance if it needs to go higher. Similar thing we see here with Google, less than in terms of movement, it's less than Microsoft, less than 1% down. So Google will also probably make a bigger movement in the next few days, either continuing this recovery or going down to 200-day moving average, which is at this point around 155. NVDA. So as I told you, NVDA is now preparing for what's going to be next week announcement of earnings. It is today moving with the market down close to 3%. So this might be the beginning of another leg down for NVIDIA, or maybe the opposite if the market decide to change their direction based on what the Fed chairman is gonna say. So Palantir is overextended at this point, so I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down a few percentage points. However, for Palantir, the good news is that it has now support around 30, and even in a case that Palantir goes down, I would be inclined to buy this dip if it is either in this area 30 ish, or if it moves back to the 20-day moving average, which is 27. At this point, it is still in an uptrend. It didn't cross even the 9-day EMA. As we see here, this green line is still below the price. Situation of Meta is quite similar to S&P 500. It is right now at the same top that it made on July 5th, which means that if it goes down at this point, then we would have what's called a double top. A double top is never a good sign for a stock because it means that the market cannot find a way to move the price higher than this point that has been touched twice. And whenever this happens, then the stock has to be a bigger effort to make a comeback and then surpass this double top. On the other hand, if it goes up, then it is going to clear this area of 530. So in fact, we have touched this already twice, at least this in this area here during April 5th. It was very close. So if we move up from here, then this means that we are breaking out from the previous highs in this stock, and this would be a good sign for Meta. So we need to prepare for what's going to happen in the next few days and then act accordingly. If it goes up, I would suggest to buy. On the other hand, if it goes down, then it's probably going to move at least until this $500 mark or lower, and then we might have another entry point to add to positions or to start a new position on Meta. AI is all over the place at this point. This stock has not been very consistent anyway, so it's very difficult to figure out if this thing is going up or down. And as you see, the moving averages are crossing all over the place here. So I would say just stay out of this, at least for now, until there's more clarity. Tesla. Yes, Tesla was moving up along with other AI stocks in the last few days. Today is more than 4% down. So this 4.3% is already a bad sign. And in the case of Tesla, it's already possible to draw a line from the top, which was here sometime in July. And we see that whenever this line is reached, we have a reaction to the downside, which is happening again. So what this means is that now what we see in Tesla, as we saw previously in beginning in 2023, is a downtrend. This downtrend was broken at the end of April and reversed to the upside, but now we see again a new downtrend forming, and this is quite concerning for Tesla investors because we reached this high point here already 3 times basically. And whenever you have this is a triple top. We have multiple downtrends for the same stock. It just shows that Tesla is going through a difficult period. Not saying that it cannot recover. This can happen in the future, but at least for the moment, Tesla seems to show all signs of that it's a weak stock. It is going through a difficult period, and it's going to take a while to remove all this negativity. Probably it will need to introduce new products or something will have to change for this company to go back to its previous uptrend. In terms of AI news, there's new information coming from BBC and other major publishers telling us that ChatGPT creator OpenAI has made a new deal with the owner of Vogue and other magazines. This the company called Condé Nast. The deals that OpenAI has made in the past few weeks and months basically guarantee that they will have access to content. The reason they want to have this access is essentially to train their models so that in the future they will be more intelligent. They will have information about, for example, what's going on in daily life based on what is published by these magazines. So basically, one of the reasons OpenAI is doing this is because they are, in a sense, competing with Google, and Google has already access to a bunch of content. They say this here: search engine giant Google has also been racing to add AI-powered tools to its products. While other companies are pursuing search products, Google remains by far the dominant player, claiming more than 90% of the global market. So OpenAI is trying not only to train their AI models, but they also want to incorporate this into the search engine that they already offer, so that they'll be more competitive with Google. And essentially, whenever you want to search some information, while Google is going to present you with AI content taken from websites, OpenAI is going to present you with results taken from magazines, from newspapers, from books, from many things that they are trying to acquire at this point. What's going to be the result of these changes for Google stock is still unknown. Maybe Google is gonna create their own deals or extract more resources from the internet. We still don't know yet how this is gonna play, but it's important to keep an eye on this kind of information. So these are the things that I had to discuss today. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe this channel to get additional analysis on AI and tech stocks. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye bye.